In today's video, should you skip breakfast?
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today's question is going to be on the topic of breakfast. Should you skip it? Is it the most important meal of the day? Have they been lying to us? And the question came from my Instagram direct message, so if you're not already following me, go check out my Instagram, send me a DM, I'll screenshot it, and hopefully I'll answer it on a YouTube video. Now, the question is a very interesting one because I grew up, well, a long time ago when everyone told me breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I gotta be honest, it was hard for me to get up and have breakfast before high school. I remember a glass of milk and some powder was often my breakfast, little treat like that. And through the years I've gone through various iterations of eating breakfast, but I'm not typically very hungry in the morning or right when I wake up. So I've never been much of a breakfast eater. And now there's a really popular trend called intermittent fasting where people skip breakfast. And when I was younger, if you heard that somebody had skipped breakfast, it was like, well, they're ruining their metabolism because they're not eating their breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day because it sets us up for a successful day. Well, I think what we have to look at is lifestyle change over the years. You know, if you get up early and start your day and you're on your feet all day, as people probably were when they worked in factories in the early 1900s, well then I would say that breakfast was probably very important. But our lifestyles have changed. Now people wake up, get in a car, drive to a building, sit at a desk all day, for the most part, and I think that's where maybe the cultural idea that breakfast was the most important meal of the day came from. Hell, it might have even been something that the, government or industry had decided we should really promote this because the people that are eating breakfast are being more productive. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. But I think nowadays the idea of skipping breakfast has become a lot more commonplace. In fact, it's not something that I'm opposed to. The idea of eating your first meal early in the morning has some benefits for those of us that get going and get moving early. I find that if I don't eat rather early-ish in the day, I struggle to get all my calories in, and I end up like packing in these large meals at the end of the day to hit my macro or calorie goals. Well, by having myself a breakfast early in the day, it allows me to get that in and get more protein in. And really, I'm still not that hungry in the morning. I get up and make myself a very moderate breakfast. And I've been asked a few times to do a full day of eating video. If that's something you guys would be interested in, leave a comment below. Do like a full day of my diet. But for the purpose of this video, yeah, I just don't really feel that I have this huge desire to eat. I'm actually a lot more hungry later in the day, breakfast, post-workout. Now, I will say this. If you eat breakfast early in the morning and you get going, you tend to ramp up your hunger signaling. A lot of people associate being hungry with their metabolism really running. And while there may be some small correlation there, it's not a direct correlation. Your hunger signaling is most closely associated with the frequency at which you eat. That's right. If you eat every 3 hours, your body's going to signal you every 3 hours to go eat. If you eat every 5 or 6 hours, it's going to signal you on that pattern. So associating your hunger with the frequency at which you eat with metabolism, it's not really directly related. So I don't find that you're going to mess with your metabolism if you skip breakfast or if you eat breakfast, as long as in both those situations you're tracking your daily calories and macros. Okay, so I think it's going to balance itself out. Now, when calories get rather low for clients who are either dieting down or competing, I find that fasting is a great way to kind of make sure you have large enough meals to get some satiety. Sometimes the psychology of eating, sitting down, having a meal is very valuable. And when you end up just eating these tiny little meals of a little bit of 3 ounces of chicken and a couple almonds, when you end up eating meals like that, it almost is more upsetting because you end up more hungry after you eat that small meal. And so when I hear that someone tells me they eat early in the morning and then they're starving all day and they're barely making it and then they're having to go to bed starving, well, it might be worth trying a fasting approach early in the day, especially if you're not hungry. So, what are my thoughts on breakfast? Is it the most important meal of the day? Could be. I wouldn't say with any absolute certainty that it is. I think it depends mostly on your lifestyle. If you can wake up super early in the morning and go straight to the gym and have a killer workout and then start eating, great. What matters most is that workout performance does not suffer. So if you're going to the gym and you're bonking out after 30 minutes and you want to go more but you just run down but you can't, well, then your pre-workout or your peri-workout nutrition might be a factor in that and you should consider changing something. However, if you have a great workout and then you go eat and you have a great day, well then that's success, my friend. Pay attention to performance, pay attention to how you feel, and that can determine how you set up your diet for the day. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for today, but I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great day.
All by myself.